That's wonderful. What's your friend's name? Mandy Mitchell.
Let's make this happen. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Steve's Guitars. We are coming to you live from Carbondale, Colorado. It's been a beautiful summer day. The annual mountain fair has wound down, and we are fortunate enough to have an amazing singer-songwriter with us tonight. But before we go there, we want to send a shout-out to our friends at PM Consulting Limited and our friends at Feldman Wirtz Law Firm up in Aspen. These folks are kind enough to contribute sufficiently to allow us to live stream. We could not be doing this without their assistance and their support. We want to send a shout out to First Bank. We want to send a shout out to GrassRoots Community Network. They're the nation's first and consequently oldest live community access station. They're up in Aspen. They host our streams. Couldn't be doing this without them. A shout out to the Standiford clan for having this amazing space. And, of course, a shout-out to those of you that are here or online supporting live music. It's a beautiful thing to do. The artists certainly appreciate it. We certainly appreciate it. And if nothing else, you may end up with a song stuck in your head and a skip in your step tonight. Would you join me, please, in welcoming for her first time to Steve's Guitars, Sage Christie.
Thank you, guys. As I mentioned, I am originally from Portland, Oregon, and I don't live there anymore. I live in Asheville, but my parents live there. So I decided to write a song to roast them. Driving to their house in the wintertime is particularly beautiful. There's a place you can get cider. There's a lot of stray cats. There's a few waterfalls. There's a peach orchard. There's a pear orchard. There's a little white church with a little white sign that says free trip to heaven. Details inside, I pass it on the way to my folks, and to this day I still haven't yet redeemed mine. There's a foot of fresh snow on the steps to their door. Daddy helps me in, gotta say for 74 he sure looks young and scrawny, and he smells like marijuana. Hey Mom, it's good to see you both, and it's been way too long. So get the rise up, sing and book out, and we'll sing till the fire goes out. After all these wild years, all I really know is we sound like the Carter family. Damn, it's good to be back home. For anyone who doesn't know what the Rise Up Singing Book is, it's a book of folk songs, and we have a copy in our piano bench. It's one of those piano benches that opens up. We like to dig it out. We like to sing something like, you are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy. Or we like to sing, Froggy went a-courtin' and a heated ride, King Kong kitchy kitchy kai-me-yo, a sword and a buckler by his side, King Kong kitchy kitchy kai-me-yo. Or sometimes we sing, there's a little gray cat in the case of my guitar, she's trying to eat my capo. Cats are so bizarre, and every ancient in-joke is funnier now that we've got coexistence figured out, more or less. So get the rise up, sing and book out, and we'll sing till the fire goes out. After all these wild years, all I really know is we sound like the Partridge Family. Damn, it's good to be back home. And to tell the naked truth, I don't know if I would do as good a job as both of you. So get the rise up, sing and look out, and we'll sing till the stars all go out. After all these wild years, all I really know is we excited to see my parents. I haven't seen them in a while. I'm lucky enough to get along with both of them. Particularly I would say my mom's been really one of my friends since I was a little kid. And in fact, I would say she's probably the closest thing I have to a sister. It just so happens that I was in a beautiful, tiny little town in Oregon called Sisters, and I found myself wishing she were with me. But I thought, it's pretty hard to convince my mom to leave her garden. She's a very avid gardener. And I thought, maybe if I write her a song, I could convince her to leave her garden. However, I knew I wouldn't succeed in convincing her to leave her garden if my song were played on an out-of-tune guitar. So... Oh yeah. Hence why I'm fixing it even now, lest she be watching the live stream. Thinking of you, Mom, down here in Sisters. I've never been to such a cowgirl town. Stand at the bunkhouse with fellow hipsters. Feel kinda lost here without you around. Ooh, would've brought you with me, but I know you're busy tending the yard and coexisting with Dad. But I think you'd love these clumps of towering pine trees, and I must confess I've been missing you bad. Mama, can we get a little time this summer? There's a pretty little town I wanna walk around with only you and me. Oh, Mama, we could talk about the past if you wanna, but I don't really feel I need to. Just wanna hold your hand when we cross the street. Right after a sunset, we walked to a saloon, sat outside drinking IPAs and wine, except for me, 'cause I'm still afraid of how love burns up in alcohol, something I don't think I'll ever unsee. 'Cause didn't you tell me he drove you through the country, stargazing lovers under cowboy skies? I know I can't bring back what's dead and gone, Mom, but I'd like to put these country stars back in your eyes. Mama, can we get a little time this summer? There's a pretty little town I wanna walk around with only you and me. Oh, Mama, we can talk about the past if you wanna, but I don't really feel I need to. Just wanna hold your hand when we cross the street. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Looking out the window, down at the shops below. I shouldn't feel so lonesome, but I do. 'Cause I'm thinking about how you gave me the wings I'd need to fly away from you one day. But everywhere I go, you're just a train of thought away. Ooh, Mama, can we get a little time this summer? There's a pretty little town I wanna walk around with only you and me. Oh, Mama, we can talk about the past if you wanna, but I don't really feel I need to. Just wanna hold your hand when we cross the street. Ooh, ooh, Thank you. I play song for my mom, and I convinced her. It worked. She came to Sisters. We held hands across every street. Which means I forgive her for putting a good word in for me at the worst job I've ever had. In a little gray-walled office, my palms were full of sweat. I'd been given a month of work. Not a month of murk. I'd been given a month of work to do in a week or less. Well, we didn't have a union, and I didn't have a clue that people in need of money and labor will squeeze both out of you. In a little gray-walled office, working people start to believe we are what we do, and I didn't want to be a quitter, so I let myself get used. I'm still walking haunted from a little gray-walled office. Some people say tough luck, it ain't that bad, but when they do to you what me and my friends went through, then a harmless little gray-walled office can kill your poor heart dead. My boss went through assistance like a drunkard goes through beers, and every one of them came out needing counseling for years. Didn't matter if you were pregnant or if your uncle died, you'd best be there in your creaky chair working unpaid overtime. In your little gray-walled office, working people start to believe we earn what we earn. We don't want to go hungry, so we'll grit our teeth and get burned. I'm still walking haunted from a little gray-walled office. Some people say tough luck, it ain't that bad, but when they do to you what me and my mama went through, then a harmless little gray-walled office can kill your poor heart dead. I was licking my wounds when I heard that place was losing steam. Well, I could have done them so much good if they'd been good to me. I'm still walking haunted from a little gray-walled office. Some people say tough luck, it ain't that bad, but when they do to you what me and my friends went through, then a harmless little gray-walled office can kill your poor dad. Thank you. Oh, don't tell me you guys know what that's like. Yeah, man, some jobs could, in my opinion, could really use a union, or at least a good, I don't know, a good HR department, if such a thing exists. Does anybody here work in HR? I have some really good friends who do, and I'm like, thank you for being an honest, supportive, wonderful, listening person. Where I wash dishes back in Asheville 3 days a week. Actually, I should probably stop right there. They're great. Actually, no, they're great. I actually really love my job. I think working in a gray-walled office was not the right fit for me. I'm much happier washing dishes all day, singing songs. I love my coworkers. I love our residents. It's great. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I didn't have a union at that job. I also didn't have a union at a particular relationship a few years back. It was one of those relationships where it was hard for me to allow myself to be hurt because I know I also hurt this other person, and I thought, well, I can't be mad if I regret things, and I've grown since then. I hope they find healing. I hope they've found healing. Because I've got so much to learn from you. Still unpacking how the whole thing went. would end. Thank you, guys. Hey, Alexa. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you're here. It's so nice to be on the road after a long time just kind of hanging out in the home front. I love Asheville. I really do. But I also love driving across the country. And I love where I'm from. I love the Northwest. Back when I lived there, in fact, back during quarantine, there was nothing to do but drive around and people watch. And I was lucky enough to be able to do that. So I started looking around and watching other people live their lives, and it was funny, I felt so lonely because I couldn't walk up to them and hug them and talk to them because we had to stay 6 feet apart. But I realized a lot of them were probably feeling the exact same way. We were so together in being so alone. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Well, I parked beside the cafe sign and let the wind blow through me, feeling for a moment like a prayer flag with a faded hope for kinship written into me. I went in and sat at the counter, and a woman brought some coffee. There were roses on the porcelain saucer. It was once her mother's own, that's what she told me. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. On the porch behind a bar, I heard a group of young men talking, pouring alcohol across their burning sorrows, just as television screens have always taught them. And a stranger saw me listening, and he told me they'd been miners until the antimony mine closed down and became a picture-taking point for hikers. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, confessing that he wanted more folks over. Been so quiet here since Mama went to heaven. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? Oh, the strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Yes, the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Thank you guys. Northwest, I'm coming for you. Where am I going to be? I'm going to be, I'm going to be in Enterprise, Oregon at the Range Rider with Marique Straw on July 31st. And then I'll be in Portland August 1st with Local Roots Northwest Music Series at Ross Island Grocery. And then I'm returning to the home front Hood River at Hoodcrest Winery on Sunday, August 3rd. So I'm really looking forward to that. In the process of moving across the country, one tends to meet interesting characters, which is exactly what happened to me when I was in Kansas. Such interesting characters that they convinced me to put my capo on the 9th fret. This particular person and I were awake around 5 a.m. You fed me breakfast at the Quick Trip. The sky was still dark blue. Thin wax paper. I couldn't eat much 'cause my guitar was out of tune. I couldn't eat much 'cause I was looking at you. Oil leak on the dash. You say it's been like that. This car is dying slow, and it wouldn't make sense to try to revive it. So you're letting it go. I didn't know you could have so many dogs under one roof. There were 6. When you come in, they come running in, jump for joy from seeing you. And then when you go to bed, there's one who paws at your door and cries. She curls up with the next best thing, which is me. But in the morning, she waits for you like sunrise. I'm starting to see you through your dog's eyes, through your dog's eyes. So I'll stay for another day, and then I'm leaving. Soon as you kissed me, I heard a faint whimpering in the dark. As we made love, she threw up on your floor. So you carried her out to the yard, paws on your chest, hanging limp like a rag doll in your arms. Oh, oh, I need to watch my heart, 'cause I'm starting to see you through your dog's eyes, through your dog's eyes, and it's starting to scare me, so I'm leaving. next time. Maybe I've known you longer than I know. Somehow your dying car and your crying dogs all felt like home. Oh, tonight I'm curled up all alone. Oh, with the next best thing, a picture of you on my phone. Oh, I can't explain why that particular face, those particular bones, matter so much to me now. Like I'd run across a highway to keep you safe and sound. My dog-eyed friend is still a very good friend, and I think my time with them taught me a lot about myself, how to be less codependent. I tend to want to rescue people. It's hard to admit that, but it's true. And I realized the hard way that if I allow myself to give into that impulse, I'm just going to keep hurting myself and the ones I love. I saw your face seize up in pain, saw your hands clutch your left side, but you laughed and reassured me it's just your body slowly dying. I remember feeling strange as our laughter filled your room, as if part of me were dying right along with part of you. But I know better than to try to be the medicine you need. When you already take a million things, the alcohol, the nicotine, all for something deep inside you that I could never reach. Knowing me, I'll fight to heal you, 'cause I don't know how to grieve. Go ahead, die on my shoulder. It's alright, I'm gonna hold you, and I won't ask you to be fine, 'cause I know you'll find your medicine in time. Your medicine in time. And I pray that you'll remember in the darkest hours, you're a creature made of stardust who belongs here on this earth. You're worth more than I can give you, and I know because I know who I see. And I wish you were as kind to yourself as you've been to me. Go ahead, die on my shoulder. it's alright. I'm gonna hold you, and I won't ask you to be fine, 'cause I know we'll find our medicine in time. Our medicine in time. Our medicine in time. And I pray that you'll remember in the darkest, darkest hours, you're a creature made of stardust who belongs here on this earth. Thank you. Both those songs that I just performed are from an album that I am finally done with. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's taken a year and a half. It's been a lot of work. I've recorded it 5 times. Should have made you guess. And then you could be like, 3, and I'd be like, no more. Yeah, 5 times. I learned a lot about myself on the way. But, you know, I accepted it's never going to be perfect, but it can be a document of my adventures, and it will be out in the world October. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out when to release songs from it, you know, like lead singles to promote it and whatnot. But it's called Little Deaths, and for anyone who is interested, if you just follow me, you can go to my website, sagechristie.com, or you can find me on Facebook, Sage Christie. Pretty sure I'm the only one. And if you're on Instagram, I am not Sage Christie, but Sage Crispy. Crispy, Sage Crispy. So if you're interested, follow me, follow my adventures. Little Deaths will be out in October. So I'd like to play one more song from it while I'm at it. Thank you very much. How are we all doing, by the way? Oh, so glad to hear it. Before I leave this area, where should I go to find ice cream? Especially if it's dairy-free. You mentioned the store. City Market, yeah. Do they have it by the cone? Does Carbondale not have ice cream cones? That's impossible. Oh, for sure. Where are y'all from? Oh, Denver, cool. I came from Denver area just now. A dear old friend from elementary school, actually, I was staying with. Do you like Denver? Sweet. Yeah, every time I've been through, I'm not a huge big city person, but it's beautiful. No, I'll be playing not in Denver, I'll be playing in Longmont in September. Yeah, but yeah. Butterscotch Studios, which Longmont, September 13th, Butterscotch Studios. They're a really sweet venue. Yes, September 13th. I would love to come back to Carbondale. Ralph, I'll talk to you about that, because I really dig this town. Yeah, so, and there's a wonderful, super talented young local artist there opening the show. So I hope I don't mispronounce their name, Arima, but super talented, young, up-and-coming singer-songwriter. I'm very excited to hear their music. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you know, it's absolutely gorgeous here, so you can twist my arm, you know. What was that? Oh, that sounds fantastic. Thank you so much. Charles, sweet. Charles and Tommy, right? Cool. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Ralph, for curating, and thank you, everyone, for tuning in. All right. 22 years, you said? 22 views. Hey, thank you, guys. I'm glad you're here. Hope everybody's having a good night. Beating the altitude. you know, I just got this harmonica and this harmonica holder, so I'm still getting used to it. This is a wonderful, on the sort of impulsive tour buy. So I think most musicians I know, if they're able to engage in such a thing, do at some point, and this is mine. So so this song is a bit of a sing-along, so if you are inclined to sing along, you are more than welcome to. It's called Everywhere I Go, and it's about how moving across the country, meeting interesting characters along the way, having to say goodbye to people I love, kind of taught me that I have to, in a sense, carry my home everywhere I go. Sure, I can find home in a place, a person, but at the end of the day, it's here. And I thought to myself, you know, if I just say it to myself in a song over and over again, I carry my home everywhere I go, I carry my home everywhere I go, maybe I'd get a little bit better at loving myself. So it goes like this. I carry my home everywhere I go. If you want to sing that with me, you can. I carry my home everywhere I go. So here's what the song sounds like. I carry my home somewhere in my chest. I carry my home everywhere I go. I carry my home, lay my head to rest. I carry my home everywhere I go. Take me anywhere you want to, darling. Take me anywhere you want to go. I'll be home anywhere you take me. I carry my home everywhere I go. Chest, I carry my home everywhere I go. I carry my home where I lay my head to rest. I carry my home everywhere I go. Take me anywhere you want to, darling. Take me anywhere you want to go. I'll be home anywhere you take me. I carry my home everywhere I go. Take me anywhere you want to, darling. Take me somewhere that I don't yet know. I'll be home anywhere you take me. I carry my home everywhere I go. Thank you. That is actually my newest single, so it's out everywhere, all the streaming, Bandcamp too. And it's only 2 minutes long, so I think it's the shortest song I've ever released. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Ralph and Steve's Guitars. Thank you, Tommy, Charles, for being here. I've had a great night tonight. It just feels so good to share music with good people in one of the coolest spaces I've ever seen. Like, in the acoustics, too. I was talking to Ralph earlier about, like, how the music, like, rings off the guitars and off the walls. Like, this is pretty sick. So I think while I'm at it, I'll sing one more song. And this one I did not write. My dear friend Emily Johnson Erde wrote this song. We've been singing together in a band called the Starlight Darlings, and together we released an EP. It was, when did we release it? I believe it was released earlier this year. It's called Skyline, and this song is called Skyline. It's the title track. Emily wrote it, and it's one of my favorite things to sing, especially in times like these. There are bright days ahead, my love. Keep your eyes on the skyline. There are bright days ahead, my love. For the weather's bound to turn in time. For the weather's bound to turn. There are clear skies eyes ahead, my love. Keep your eyes on the skyline. There are clear skies ahead, my love. For the weather's bound to turn in time. For the weather's bound to turn. There are still nights ahead, my love. Keep your eyes on the skyline. There are still nights ahead, my love. For the weather's bound to turn in time. For the weather's bound to turn. There are bright days ahead, my love. Keep your eyes on the skyline. There are bright days ahead, my love. For the weather's bound to turn in time. For the weather's bound to turn. Thank you guys so much. My name is Sage Christie. Thank you, Steve's Guitars. Have a great night, y'all.